Now with that away, can we figure out how to start?
So wait, we haven't started yet?
No, we haven't.
Dah record belum?
I mean, the mics are hot.
But we are not.
I mean, depend on who you ask lah.
Mm-hmm.
No, don't worry. We can make ourselves hot in the metaverse by going into the lava world.
Ooh.
Where it's hot everywhere.
It's hot?
I mean, what, you don't consider lava world hot?
Like, it might be those corporation the interpretation of lava land. Kata panas, tapi it's actually the heater right next at the entrance of the land.
I mean, isn't that all? That's the magic of it all. It's always a rule. Behind everything, all fine and dandy is like the 10 bajillion things being cobbled together with flex tape to make our fantasy real. At least real to us.
Oof, yeah.
Oh, this is getting too real. I mean, at least it's video games related, I guess. The many things that people do to make sure the bug is not seen. Hold on, roll the intro first. Yeah, welcome to dia.log, the Game Motors podcast.
Welcome again.
For the 98th time.
Ooh,
Almost at 3-digit. Almost.
Almost there.
Are we going to reach the 3-digit?
Gee, I wonder what we're gonna do with the 3 digits. Introducing the panel, we have Danial over there.
Hello.
And on the other side, Anand.
What's up?
And I remember the old time and truth cue for the intro. And that is I'm your own Macronos Ashraf. And yeah, back on that topic. Yeah, we're getting real, and the way video games are made. If you discover how the sausage is made, is both fascinating and also kind of depressing.
Like, why? Because it is made by stress, kan?
I mean, stress is one thing, but the way that, how you cobble up together a solution to one thing. Like, my favorite out of all the janky way to make something happen is always Bethesda's, I think it was Fallout 3, where you get to ride a train, sort of like a tram. But the way they move the tram is like
it's not a train.
No, they did not program a working train. Rather, they made a NPC with a train head, and they moved the NPC underground.
On the track.
Yeah.
Like
follow path underground. Basically that hack.
I mean,
when I first read about it, I was like, oh, these guys are like these genius hacks.
like seriously, that kind of flex tape usage is what makes the world ticks. Not everything is like pristinely cut, properly adjusted and angled, curated to your desired tape. No, they just pop, slap it in, pop, squeeze that in. I mean, look at, that one time there's a viral clip of a racing car. A racing car going into the pits, and they discovered, that's how they fix stuff while racing. They just slap it.
Just slap stuff and they hammer stuff.
And then grab the tape.
Okay, dah. Go.
Oh yeah. Also, in the case of Formula 1, they pretty much super glue the carbon bits onto the floor.
Oh, yeah. Those carbon bits are what? Like 100,000s of euros of USDs. Not to count even the R&D costs aside, those things are still expensive to manufacture. Broke, super glue. I don't know why we went into this tangent, but I'm glad we went into this tangent for the intro. Because it's end of the year, man. We have reached December.
Mm-hmm.
The year is ending. Hopefully it's
Again.
just the year is ending.
Not the world, not society.
I'm not gonna say that anymore.
Oh shit! I jinxed it.
Okay. Oh boy, we get ready for the for the clips.
Because we are well known for saying things that come true in the future. So yeah, hopefully I didn't jinx it.
I still regret heavily saying the pre-apocalypse as a joke.
And it does happen. It did happen.
It sort of happened now. Oh man,
Oh
boy.
dang!
Oh no.
I mean, one way or another, society or parts of it will collapse. Just a matter of how.
I mean, true. I mean, that's true. I mean, we cannot
Yeah.
slice it in any other way.
I think by saying like society or the world will end, it's like inevitable. Just don't say how. That's the way it hits us usually.
Yeah.
We're not gonna say how.
Yeah. Let's not specify how you gonna go. Let's stop there. That's the line we won't go. But now where are we going with this episode of a podcast? Because hey, it's the end of the year, and
Yeah.
most of the stuff that we are doing are like behind the curtain stuff, behind the scenes to prepare for something. As you may or may not expected, we have done this like for a couple of years before. Yeah, it's coming. The Game of the Year awards are coming, so that's in preparation. But now, what are we gonna do with all this time we have to fill
Your
in?
backlog?
Yeah.
I don't know. Clear your backlog or maybe, I don't know, reminisce or forecast what games that will be coming out in 2022. Macam mana?
What, you wanna put in a look back of this year? I think we can do a look back before we look forward. If we're gonna do that.
Are we going to do the look back next week or next episode?
Oh, that's the celebration bit. Like if we're gonna talk about the general mood of this year, the trends, let's say, of this year, like we can go there, or we just gonna look forward because there's a wrench being thrown here. I'm planning to grab it, but let's see if the floor says okay or not.
Okay. What did happen this year besides?
Besides the obvious, yes, we've
That's
alluded that.
I
I feel this year has been a lot of this is one of those transitionary periods where there's a lull in big games because the big games are still like tiptoeing either we're gonna do this for this generation of console, we're gonna do this for both, we're gonna do it for cross-gen, or we're gonna go all in for the next gen of consoles. So exclusive wise, I mean it's there, but I mean nothing like gonna say, I want to buy the console right now, except for the exclusives, of course. Like, do you look at Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart and want to buy a PS5 right now?
What with this curse outage?
You can't even buy a PS5 right now. That's another thing. Yeah, that's another thing. The shortages is still around. So, and we've mentioned it like last episode. It hasn't just affected video games. It's affected a lot of things as well. And apparently, cars have chips now.
I mean, okay. People did not expect that cars have that many chips. I mean, it's a no-brainer, but at the same time, of course it is.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, and you thought the infotainment was just like what, a dead-on additional? No. It's more important than ever these days.
The whole sensor suite, the ECU, the TCU, every control module is like when they say there are hundreds of computers in a modern car, they are not lying. Like every sensor is a computer in and of itself.
And on that topic, well, this is still a video games adjacent. you know that some cars are already like selling. No, they are presenting the ads. They are selling the cars as a big smartphone.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a smartphone, but bigger.
Like a
Literally,
smartphone,
the headline, like, what the heck?
Wait,
That's-
was that Volvo?
Yeah.
Okay. When I'm dropping her around.
The OG Proton these days.
Mm-hmm.
The role movie.
Yeah, video games wise, it's kind of like here and there. Of course, the trend of games getting delayed has been like expedited tremendously because of the current situation. We are still navigating a pandemic, so that's still expected. Everybody is like moving over. I think this year has been like one of the less hectic end of the year season for games. Like only Xbox is shooting or releases this part of the month, part of the quarter, part of the season. Sony is just waiting for the next quarter.
Yeah, betul kat, like, I think, when was the last big release for Sony was Ratchet and Clank kan? And that was like in summer.
And then senyap, quiet. No big news whatsoever. Unless I misremembered something.
Yeah, because I think like Horizon was supposed to come out this year, tapi got delayed.
Yeah.
And then we have GT Sports with the pretends to be shocked for the moment where it's going to be delayed. Yeah, we know. You're Gran Turismo.
Remember the years before, I keep saying it's gonna come out in 2022. It could have been coming out at 2023 and I would be shocked. Cue the delay announcement next week or later this week. But yeah. And another thing is apa lagi? Yeah, there's a weird trend coming up, and I don't think all of the games media are onto it, and we've talked about it in length. So let's just put it there. I've seen the stuff that they have been built as to be the next web. And what I've seen is a bare bones, barely formed worlds that requires more assembly. And the only thing that has been assembled is the monetization aspects. Do you like a dedicated NFT button to browse?
No.
I'm gonna put a lid on that. I'm just gonna tease that. My horrid experience will be revealed later. Oh man. But yeah, hopefully maybe next year is something much better to look forward to. So yeah, what's coming that we know of? What games are coming out next year that you guys are looking forward to or are excited about?
Elden Ring.
Of course. No question. Early.
No question.
February, like many games can besides Sony. Yeah, besides Sony, yang dare challenge Elden Ring, because Horizon Forbidden West is coming in February 18. Well, the week later is Elden Ring, February 25th. So berani.
The fact that many games delayed out of February after announcing they're coming at February says a lot.
Nah, mate. they do not want the challenge of the nak kata bi-yearly. It's not bi-yearly. Yeah, it is bi-yearly. The bi-yearly Souls game by From Software.
From Software.
The From Software title. They have the calendar. Probably in every like big major publisher, they have a calendar. They say the From Software punya date.
But even there's plenty of games. There's still plenty of games that say, you know what, we are niche category. Let's go anyway. Like okay, on our calendar right now, we have for February 2022 kan. 8th February we have Sifu.
Yep.
Okay, it's doing its own thing. The indie title had Sony backing and also like action, maybe roguelike-ish. We'll see. And then on the 17th we have Total War Warhammer 3. So that's the strategy crowd having their fun. And on the same date, the fighting games community have something for, which is KOF 15. So plenty of crowd cater out. Or then the big guns, we have Horizon as mentioned on the 18th, and then Elden Ring on the 25th. And then there's still another niche community is being serviced, the JRPG boys and girls. You have
Monarch, Monarch on 22nd.
Oh wait, and there's another JRPG. It's the Koei Tecmo one. Atelier
Atelier.
2. That series. I never touched that series, but yeah, it's on our calendar.
And one more.
Ada lagi.
That caters to the looter shooter crowd with Destiny 2's new DLC, Witch Queen, is also on the 22nd. That's one of the examples of a delay. It should have been out right now, but yes, it should be the December. Tapi they don't want to fight anymore. The other shooter.
Hey, at least they don't. They are clear from other shooters. So yeah, I think February is gonna be a happy month for whatever games you are into. Unless you are into all the games, because oh boy, good luck.
Good luck, bro.
Oh shoot, I forgot. February 4, Dying Light 2. Oh, that's coming out.
So in this month, in February alone, there is 3 open world games then. The first person open world zombie game, the third person robotic dinosaur-ish game, and the Dread. Do we count Elden Ring as an open world game? Ataupun
they calling it an open world.
It's an open world,
open world Dark Souls, yeah.
This is the first foray into open world, if I'm not mistaken.
And after this, Souls-like will never be the same again. I don't know for better or worse. We'll see. But yeah, February will be a month to remember. Unless any of these games bleak at the last minute and say, oh, nope.
Dying Light already went gold earlier this week, so they cannot delay anymore.
You say that when there has been a precedence by a Polish company, no less, that have announced a game going gold only to delay.
Yeah.
That's still gonna be the most funniest thing. The one instance where Ghost Gold meant absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Hopefully they mean it. They have seen the lessons. Back on topic. What else?
Looking at the list. Wait, Ghostwire Tokyo? It's releasing next year?
Yeah.
Next year.
Ooh.
March is quite spicy. There's 3 games that might be in our interest. We're not gonna talk about the one yang on top of the list. We'll talk about the bottom. I guess Tiny Tina Wonderland might be interesting.
I'm down with more. I've done my looter shooter cleanse detox, so I can go back in now. There's been enough time. Like even like this year, my looter shooter fix was just Division 2, and that was like early in the year, so I'm clean. I can go back in.
Yeah.
Of course, Stalker 2.
Stalker 2 is April. Ooh, that means
April.
I'm looking forward to hear other people playing it first and then report back.
I want to see how much it improves from the last Stalker. All new engine and stuff. So yeah.
Like I've also been playing my backlog, so I've bought Metro Exodus. So that can they have their open world can very Chernobyl like. So
yeah.
That's a good benchmark. I want to see how Stalker 2 does it.
But Stalker is like open world. Yeah, it sort of doesn't count ish when it comes to Metro, but yeah, whatever.
Also survival-ish, right?
Yeah, survival ish.
Oh yeah.
Because Stalker is like a mission based, right? You do missions and stuff. In central hubs.
Much as I said before, besides Tiny Mirror, there's also Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origin.
Welcome aboard, Mr. Jack Final Fantasy.
Jack Final Fantasy.
Chaos. I'm still gonna keep calling him that specific name. I know his proper name. Shut up.
Jack Final Fantasy. Next, was side by side with John Halo.
Yeah, John Halo. Yeah, good friends, I believe.
Yeah, and then of course, the one that people are waiting for, Triangle Strategy.
What the hell is that?
Is the new Square Enix is the new Square Enix role playing game.
It's one of the other games that Square Enix made that I want to play, but it's on Switch or release, and that makes me sad.
So you have to wait like 5 years, 2 to 3 years baru dapat masuk PC.
It's not really that long, but the problem is that when it comes to PC, now we have to wait 5 to 10 years for a good sale.
Because Square Enix punya notoriously stingy with sales.
Yeah. And even not on sale, it's like, do you want to pay for 259 ringgit for Bravely Default 2 on PC? On sale, it's like 180 ringgit.
Hard to swallow.
Like, the game is good, I know. But I'm not sure if I'm willing to pay that much for that certain kind of game that I know what to expect. So
that's true.
That's always a thing. But I'm looking forward to hear more about Triangle Strategy, which is weirdly enough, Square Enix take on Fire Emblem, which is essentially a Final Fantasy. What was it? The one with the strategy bit?
Tactics and FF Tactics.
FF Tactics, yes. Which is basically that, but with a new IP on board. So yeah.
Tapi it's quite interesting actually that I think it's a different genre kan, so tak kisah. Like it's releasing the same day as Gran Turismo 7.
It's okay, different crowds. Unless you are an RPG fanatic that plays Gran Turismo for whatever reason, which there are, but
who's going to design the Itashas? The RPG crowd.
Who's gonna design the Triangle Strategy Itashas for Gran Turismo 7?
Exactly. That's why. 7.
GT7 is like that one is unmissable.
It might be good, it might be bad. Tengoklah how.
like regardless of quality, I'm playing it. that's the sort of how much am I in the series.
Like this, like I hate Gran Turismo. Continues to be Gran Turismo.
Essentially, all those people that are complaining about Call of Duty every year but still on playing Call of Duty every year.
They buy the new one juga.
At least the good news for me is that Gran Turismo is like
every millennium ataupun
Every millennium.
atau depends.
7 or 8 times of a lifetime event. So yeah, very rare event indeed compared to annual releases, and that's relatively low.
I mean, wait, like new GT every console generation, I assume. One or two.
Yes,
I think this is the first time it's in 2 console generation. The GT IP, this is the first time, because GT1, GT2, PS1, GT3, GT4, PS2, GT5 and 6 on the PlayStation of the 3, and then we have Sport and 7 on the PS4 and 5. Tapi that's why like people are like most diehard fans are saying why can't we go to like I think they're complaining that we're stuck with 20 cars for online lagi. Tapi boys or girls, we have to play on a console that is celebrating its 10th anniversary in 2 years' time.
It's that long already?
Yeah, it's that long already. The PlayStation 4 comes out in November
PlayStation
2013. 2013, I remember because I remember watching a live stream. Back then, live stream was a new thing on YouTube. Macam, we're watching a live stream on YouTube.
I feel old.
We're watching a live stream on YouTube. They're showing off the PlayStation 4. Oh.
Yeah, that's one of the early examples of like, everyone in the public can see. Instead of just read the reports and whatnot.
No, this is not different. This is live streaming, baby.
Wow.
I think that's who did I watch during the first? I think it was the Adam Sandler punya old company, Rev 3. Oh, I am that old.
And I'm older still, which is worse. Oh man, I'm not gonna think about that much. Not gonna dwell on that. What do we have? Did we just skip January, by the way?
Yes, because January besides Weird West, which I am excited, and I guess the other two games that has more apa nama? There are new games not re-releases macam Rise or Godfall 2018. It's Rainbow Six Extraction.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That game I might pick up.
R6.
Yeah, that game I might pick up because it's due to the fact that it's co-op. Like, it's not the tactical shooter anymore. It is a co-op shooter.
Which is what Rainbow Six should be.
Yeah, which should be. That's why I was about to say that, like, which is what Rainbow Six should be, sepatutnya, not a tactical 5v5 like Counter-Strike. And I guess the 129 punya entry price is quite cheap for a next gen punya release.
Yeah, I if there's spare time, I might pick it up. Maybe not immediately on release lah. Maybe I'll wait for it later, because I'm much more excited for Weird West. As the resident immersive sim enjoyer, I have to take a look. I mean, it's already weird already. Like, I've seen like they incorporated water.
Yeah.
It's top down, by the way. Yeah, it's top down, so it looks like a Diablo, but it has all the mechanics that you would expect from a immersive sim. Like one of the weirdest one I've seen is like they model like you know there's a water tank, right? Mm-hmm. And then you shoot the water tank, water will flow out. So you can do stupid stuff like get people wet, and then when there's a storm coming, and they can get zapped, electrocuted. Or if you are like having a wildfire, the corn maze at the side is like on fire, and then you just shoot the water tank to douse it out. So yeah, that's immersive sim. That's the one I'm looking for. You can carry bodies, there's stealth stuff and action stuff. And yes, there's a teleport button because hey, these are the indie team founded by one of the co-founders that founded Arcane. So there's a shared 0451 bloodline there. In fact, if you look at the menu screen, what you can basically like make loadouts, and that loadout screen looks screamingly similar to a game called Deathloop. So, shared lineage. That's all I say.
Yeah, so I guess like before, because after the quarter one, basically from January to March, nothing. January to April, the quarter one, that is a drought because May has nothing.
No, nobody can announce something in May yet.
Yeah, not yet. Mm-hmm. And then June and July is just basically E3, Summer of Hell.
Like, what other games that we know is coming next year, but with just 2022 on the stamp?
Saints Row? The new Saints Row?
Yeah.
Which got delayed?
Are you excited for it, Daniel?
The direction is interesting. That's all I can say. It's interesting. It might play like Ages of Mayhem, which it's so. Tapi I guess they don't have any competition since GTA is now itulah in a state of nak kata limbo pun tak sangat.
GTA is GTA lah at that corner over there.
And it's I think it's starting to wear out its welcome dah pun. Staying at that side of the couch kan.
Somehow people keep going that side of the room and money fallen out. Oops, let's go my wallet. Oops. Please stop that. The game's in a not good state right now.
Oh, okay. And then I guess like August, Saints Row. September, Test Drive, Unlimited Solar Crown.
Oh yeah, that game has a fixed release date for now.
Garfield in November. You know, the Skyrim in space.
Oh, okay. I keep thinking, are you gonna put in a Garfield Cup meme? Nah, okay, cool. Garfield. That Garfield. Starfield.
And
Getting the joke.
Yeah, and that's it. I think that is the one yang ada set release date.
I'm looking at some of the games that do not have a release date yet, but it's still coming to 2022. Oh, are you guys excited for Great Legends? We're gonna have a cinematic story mode with FMVs.
My answer is okay.
It has to have cringe, but is it a good kind of cringe or the not good kind of cringe? Like, remember, Need for Speed used to have FMV cutscenes that are cringe, but people like it so much. Iconic.
I mean, at this point, it's a classic anyway. The NFS FMVs.
The fact that you can they even have like recent interviews and the actors are also surprised of the reception of why do these guys like the campy acting so much. And then they try and recreate the FMV magic again in 2015, and it's total cringe. Nobody wants it. And it hurts because they actually put in money. How they transition from normal FMV and then nicely slides into your car. That transition slaps hard, but it's wasted with cringy acting that's trying too hard to sound edgy or cool for 2015. Somehow they made Nakai-san sound not cool. Which is crazy if you think about the guy who hand cuts Porsches and hand feed the white body kits to his liking. Ooh. So nobody's excited for Great Legends. Good. What other
when
games?
is Great Legends? When is Great Legends releasing?
Sometime 2022. No date.
Sometime 2022.
No date. It's gonna be late 2022.
Late, yeah. No, tak late. Tak late, too late. If not, they will bother the F1 punya release.
I mean, F1 it should be summer, right?
Yeah, it should be summer.
Q2 kan. So Great Legends take Q3 lah. The later date. Wait, I think I missed up the quarters. No, Q2 is not summer. Q3 is summer. Yeah, Q3 is summer. Q4 is fall. Fall later year.
Ooh, interesting.
Oh, there's a game called Bomb Rush Cyberpunk coming next year. Yeah, the Jet Set Radio successor. Hopefully, bless his soul, Hideki Nagamura will bless us with funky fresh beats, but also what is happening to Hideki Nagamura on Twitter.
Apa lagi? What else? Okay. What else that's a good game that is.
The Cat Games 3 is coming next year. The cat game. The open world cat game in Robot Land.
Yeah, okay. I had to jog my memory. Is it? Because there's also another cat game that was announced recently. But I think that one is too deep, but it is even the 3D one. So many cat games, man. We have come to the point of the console generation. But this is I think this is the second year. This is the first year, so that is the second year. We have come point for the second generation of cat games to arrive, and it's not Bubsy.
We had one. It came and went. Yeah, I think that's all that are on our radar for now. What's coming on 2022? Looks okay. I'm not saying it's gonna hype me up or anything, but it has goods. It has the goods for now.
Yep.
At least Q1 that we know of. But we'll see what other surprises that are left to be discovered when we get into the next year proper.
So are you saying next year has a surprise mechanic then?
I'm saying each year we are playing gacha. Whether we know or not, the gacha is being pulled.
Oh yeah, next year there will be another an untitled Sonic game next year. Ooh.
I mean, do you want?
Cannot wait to laugh at the Sonic fans again.
The
yearly pointing at Sonic and laugh in your game.
No, I'm gonna recommend you to look up the Sonic cycle image.
Yeah, that's why.
It's okay. Sonic will eternally live as a meme. Somehow it lasted through the time for being an absolute meme. And that one somehow good movie. And Sonic Mania. Sonic Mania is alright. So, I'm not sure about mainline Sonic team though.
No, we still have the Sonic cycle is now in part 6. We haven't gone into the full circle yet. Oh, the Mario movie though. If it's still video game, tapi it is a movie kan. Will it break the solid foundation of the Mario franchise ke?
I'm just hoping that we can put it in the best meme generator for 2022 as a movie. I'm hoping for the shitpost rather than whatever is happening inside the movie.
Oh my goodness.
Mario movie, but it's dubbed by Toad.
But it's still well, it could be worse. It could be Rabbids movie.
You know what? On the contrary, I would have thought a Rabbids movie was an easy cash grab for Ubisoft. Replace minions with Rabbids and go off. Bring back money. But then again, they got the Nickelodeon TV show. I don't know what people think of it. I think it's fine for what it is.
It's so it's the funniest style like reading for this for the Mario movie is more interesting than the premise of watching it, because from I've read from Wikipedia, the rights to make a movie or a Mario based movie was first handled by Sony, but then
Sony?
Sony Interactive Entertainment.
Excuse me, Sony Interactive Entertainment? Not Sony Pictures?
But after the 2014 hack, it fall through, and then 2017 Miyamoto and his team jumpa the Universal Studios. So we are living in a timeline where where we could have gotten a Sony punya Mario movie, which might lead into a game, tapi
No, what you're saying is that there could have been an instance where Mario appears in Spider-Man No Way Home. Mario gets into the Marvel warehouse, baby.
Imagine like there is a time like again, like I don't believe in timeline because blah 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 etc etc. Tapi like imagine somewhere in some other people in your timeline that they are watching right now, watching and or playing a movie tie-in Super Mario game on the PlayStation 4.
And only on the PlayStation 4. Because the Nintendo version is stuck on the 3DS.
And then still like Andrew House like, now why? Since you're already comfortable with all this power, Mr. Miyamoto, why don't you just join us?
And then we get, instead of Universal Studios Mario Land, we get PlayStation Nation on Universal Studios Florida. Let's go! Including the rise of Horizon Zero Gravity Fall or whatever the roller coaster is gonna be called. And what's the panic room? No, I forgot. The horror game from
is this
Revive PT as a theme park attraction. Yeah, sure, let's go.
No.
Endless corridor. Endless corridor. The ride keeps on going and going. And of course, lastly, the car museum over there. You can take pictures and whatever.
Oh my goodness.
We went into a tangent. Do we want to go back or we want to go further?
I think we can go forward. Because we are talking about Nintendo. And one of us now has a Nintendo punya barang.
Somehow we made a segue out of it.
And all thanks to what if Sony bought over Mario? Goodness. So for Cap, I guess I can tell you guys, dear listeners, that I have a Nintendo Switch Lite now.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Have fun with your metaverse.
Yeah.
Should we scream Reggie now or is it Bowser these days?
Nah, this is the last remnant of Reggie, like, yeah, because you bought it like in when did you bought it?
During Reggie.
Yeah.
So I'm the last man standing then. I have escaped the Regginess. Yeah, go on. Switch.
Yeah, so I do have a few games. Like, most notably, this one game that you have to give all your monies to a certain raccoon. And I think it is, like, he's also a quite, recurring character in our podcast punya discussions.
Ketuk. Tok Nook saying. Tok Nook says hello. Tok Nook.
He's such a, what's he called, an influencer, and like my Switch account is his picture as well. So every time I open my Switch, I'll see his glorious face, taking a whiff.
Remember to pay your landlord money, your landlord bills. You are eternally loaned to his debts.
Yeah, like, okay, so this game, the new Animal Crossing, like, it came out like 2 years ago, and 2018. Yeah, 3 years ago.
Is that old? Is it that old?
New Animal Crossing.
New Horizons.
New Horizon.
Yeah, there's another Horizon game.
No, it came out last year. My goodness, the time. It came out last year. I forgot. Yeah. It came out literally after the pandemic.
That's the thing. That couldn't be that long.
Yeah, it is. It is in our time, in this timeline. Yeah, it came out last year.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's also part. I remember it's also part of the games we haven't played. Yeah, lupa. We joke about that. Okay, so another deed. Another deed paid from last year punya list. Okay lah.
How do you
He's-
find it? Hmm.
Like okay, it is a game where you check on every day, like macam after, let's say after doing I don't know, writing stuff ke, atau like doing some sorting, and then as you wait for your lunch break, oh yeah, I have to check on my villagers. And I think this one is quite interesting because they have two currencies. One is he likes to call it the Nook miles. I can say like the real world example of Nook miles ni is those grab point.
Yeah,
Those
loyalty
grab points,
points, right? Uh-huh.
Yeah, the loyalty points. If you keep buying stuff, or do some tasks, or you give you like here's some 200. Buy something, whatever. So that is your your second currency. The big currency is still the bells, where you have to pay Tok Nook his money, or he will make you homeless.
As any good independent load sharks do. Certified.
No, he has stepchildren to take care, kan? Tommy and I forgot the other raccoon name. Because the other one is, I forgot, the little brother Timmy. Yes, Timmy and Tommy, dia punya stepsons, dia kena jaga. So now you have to, besides being the bells for him, he has to pay for child care services.
And how do we pay for all the childcare services?
Oh,
Manual
by-
labor. I mean, we provide services to our customers to rent a home and proceed to indulge in experiencing the life of in the middle of nowhere.
In the middle of nowhere. No, you have to pay. Yeah, come on, you have to support him. He has two children to take care of. Sekarang.
Tok Nook is as exploitive as he is charismatic. So hard bargain, man. Oh. Yeah, so I guess, are you enjoying your daily check-ins? Because this is a proper daily game. Like the whole game is about the daily check-ins, the daily tasks.
Yeah, I like it. Like, I just learned that you can actually, because I don't like to pay for Nintendo's punya online service, because that is counterintuitive to the Switch's punya portability. But now I realize that if you can collect enough Nook miles, your Grab Pay points, you can actually get this like ticket where you can go to a random island that is not connected to the internet at all, and you can farm stuff there. You got, and that's good. Also, I think the joke, Meck. But the airplane that you have to take to fly to these random islands is called Dodo Air.
Mm-hmm. All right. Perfect.
And their tagline is think of what Dodo will do. I think that I forgot the tagline. That means funny gila lah. It's something like they don't fly.
It's basically a seaplane, right?
Yeah, because it's a seaplane.
Of course.
And I really love the design. It's such a nice design. Like, it should be a poster. And it was a poster. Alah, US only.
Nah.
US only. Damn, US only. You can actually redeem it for using the Nintendo points. But US only. Damn.
Yeah, Dodo Airlines. The call sign is DL.
Oh yeah, like okay. Since this is can you have to check in every day. My villagers is I think like 4. There's an eagle. I forgot his name dah. Tapi I know the armadillo's name. The armadillo's name is Antonio, and he's wearing the most Antonio-ish with the color of shirt ever.
Antonio. That's Antonio.
Like you know the color. What if it's an Antonio, you know what color he's wearing.
Somehow. I should not comment more on this, but okay, cool.
Biasalah.
Oh, Nintendo.
And I think like the other 2 is a monkey that I found on the island. Like he like, oh no, I'm island hopping. I wish I can settle down. And then you can just prompt him, yeah, you can move to my place. Cool. I'll see you in 2 days. And I think another one that's also coming into my abandoned deserted island is apa? What's that dog yang Dori? Is it the golden retriever? The yellow dog?
Not sure.
Yeah, the golden retriever. A golden retriever who
okay.
wants to be a superstar tapi somehow ends up island hopping as well. Like I imagine kan, in the real big city of Animal Crossing kan, there is a sign by Nook Inc. They say, do you like to go on a vacation? Tapi tak ada explanation je.
Yeah, go just take this ticket, go for a ride, and then apparently you go in an airplane with 99 other players and then you go drop into the island. One survive and then go island hopping and find a new home.
Like,
Chicken dinner.
Genius marketing by Tom Nook there.
Tom Nook secretly making a battle royale.
So he's saying like, oh no, this is for leisure. Nah, it's not leisure. I have to do all the work. Everyone else is just relaxing. Yeah, like, I have to build up your shop. I have to build up the museum. The train, perhaps but at least the airport punya tu dah ada, so it's okay. But the rest, yeah, you have to build everything.
Basically, Tom Nook sells you the DIY vacation kit. Do it yourself. Here, make your own house.
I'll be here, just doing nothing.
I mean, you get it for free, right? Look, I made you a deal. This is the best offer you can get for $0. Now pay me after you finish this and then we settle lah. I need to pay my kids. Talk no.
I mean, this is the game that is recommended by Yoko Taro. So and I think I remember one of the punya tweets there. He had a grudge with Tom Nook since the DS punya game, and one of which is when the new release came out, and he saw Tommy, I think the small raccoon, and he said this: "I'll never forget what your father did to me, forcing me into a fresh foreigner into debt. I bear no grudge with you, but your blood ties may perhaps pay for your father's sin." Game of the year.
It captures the feeling of real life in a very wholesome way, including the horrors of capitalism. But yeah, everything I heard about Animal Crossing is just good fun. Even with the whole intentional design of it being slow and tedious, and you have to log in every day because the game matches the time of the day of the Switch's clock, right?
Yep.
So there's a intention being made there. I really appreciate it. You don't get these sort of games these days. Like most of them are like similar to the style of your Harvest Moons. That's in fashion. Your Stardew Valleys, but that's more like, oh, enjoy at your pace. We have given you all the mechanics. Have fun your way. But this game is like, hey, come back tomorrow. Hey, come back and see this. Hey, log in back. It has the trends of your usual mobile games, your daily check-in treadmill, but designed in a less, what I believe, in a less intrusive or money scrounging way.
Yeah, you just paid like one-time fee, like. But for me, I paid it for like 100 ringgit ish, and then I've now probably sunk in into 100 hours as well. So 1 ringgit 1 hour.
See, Tom Nook doesn't suck out your money; they suck out your time. And
My time is money.
And that's the thing. He got your money via time. But it's not like other mobile games where, oh, time is money, pay more to skip ahead. I mean, like, literally, your time is money when it comes to video games these days.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that that's how you balance the economy. You don't have time, pay. You have time, you can play for free, just grind it out. So is that Animal Crossing?
Yep, that's Animal Crossing. I don't have much games because goddamn these things are very expensive.
Gee, I guess what I know why that Switch got sold off.
Hey, you only need Tom Nook's. Tom Nook's punya love. And I guess like the other game I have is because since I am the conveyor of Trash Fire, and I also bought Deadly Premonition 2, hoping to play the game on all of its 10 FPS goodness. Tapi sadly they already patched it. It's now 30 frames solid.
Oh, okay, cool.
damn.
The two reactions.
I want my crunchy, low poly, moving very slowly characters. Tapi oh no, they fixed it already. No wonder the game dah tak ada orang tengok.
Are we gonna make a genre of this sort of enjoyment? Are we gonna make Janko a thing?
I don't know. Tengoklah. People are playing Battlefield 2042. How jank it is. People are playing Forza. People like us are playing Forza, even though it is the buggiest racing game ever to date.
Just online. The online stuff is whack.
Yeah, and I think that is done with my thorough review of the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
It's only the start. After the Tom Nook hole, no, you can make more room in the Tom Nook hole. There's always room for more SD card slot, I guess.
Oh, I already bought the SD card slot.
I see. How much do you go?
Baru 128. I think that's enough.
Ooh. Wait, did you get the official Nintendo Switch or just random one?
It is still SanDisk, but it's not the Nintendo Switch SanDisk.
Okay. Because I believe there's like specific markup for that. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's specific markup. Like so,
there's only a mushroom logo, is it, or what?
Yeah, the 128. So the normal 128 SD card is like 60 ringgit, while the mushroom 128 gigs SD card is like, I don't know, 180. So there is a 30% like 30% upgrade price hike.
Like it's not even the class faster or what?
No, same. It's the same price. You know, like yeah, it's still there's a stage like there's a S. I think that there's a level like a one speed, one right speed. Same thing.
Yeah,
Nintendo tax.
Like the UHS. I think it's something like, hey, SD card we endorse. So if any problems, just talk to us. As compared to these SD cards, we have no guarantee that we work with the Nintendo Switch. That's why.
I guess at least it can be. Maybe Nintendo support can say something about that specific SD card. Is why they can pay more.
Yeah.
True.
But at the same time, it's like drifting.
Yeah,
They're just taking markups at this point.
Nintendo tax.
Nintendo tax.
Impact, my goodness.
What else? They have the Nintendo. Oh yeah, power banks. You have power banks for Nintendo Switch.
Nah.
Wow.
Because okay, here's the thing. The Switch and the Switch Lite, they have their own like voltage and ampere pair. So it's still USB-C power delivery, but they have their own numbers.
Yeah, you cannot charge into another one. If not, that you're risking the biscuit.
Yeah, because there have been cases where some of these people have their switches break because they don't use the official power, as in the specific amperage and voltage for Nintendo Switch. For what reason, nobody knows.
Which is peculiar.
Yeah.
That's a bit stupid, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit stupid. So basically, the power banks will output the same as the Nintendo Switch chargers. So that's why. Nintendo.
Oh, good to know. At least I can keep that in mind about the power banks compatibility. Like, wow, that's
not to say you cannot use other power banks. It's just a different voltage and amperage.
Yeah,
there's no guarantee.
Need to take note of the W and E numbers. Okay, I thought you just plug and play. God damn. Is it time for the news?
I think so. As I hurt my fingers trying to open the cartridge slot. That is fine. So we shall go to one news. Have you heard about Godfall?
Oh,
do you know? Yeah,
Godfall has fallen.
They are going to next week on the 7th December. They're going to release a new version of Godfall called Challenger Mode, and it's just. Well, the gist of it is just basically everything is done. You're just doing the raids.
Max level, skip the campaign. By skip, I mean the campaign is not included. So yeah, straight to the end game then.
Wait. I have a conundrum. Imagine that level 50, can we play the campaign again? With all the 50 loot if we, let's say, pay the Randy tax to play the campaign.
Actually, that's a blurb in the blog post. Yes, you can pay the extra whatever much it is to upgrade. Yeah, upgrade to the deluxe edition, and that includes campaign for the base game and the expansion. So yeah,
can I play as my level 50 character?
That's the thing. You need to figure it out when it comes up for free on PS4 and PS5. Also on PC later. Wow.
Like to the Xbox bros yang don't want to play ni tak apa. You don't need to.
You don't miss much.
You don't miss much.
Oh man, that's the thing about this game, Godfall. It was touted as this big PS5 launch game, right? And then not long after, it becomes a PS4 and PS5 game, and then
it released, I think, to PC and PS Plus.
and now we have a free edition of this game coming out. The question is this a sign of the game not doing so well? Nobody's gonna say it's not doing so well, at least right now, because apparently there is support for it. Like the fact that the game somehow got an expansion, a port, and now a new edition means that somebody somewhere in Gearbox Publishing is like, no, don't worry, we can push this game. And what? People will like it. And I'm not sure.
I wish we have those, the Steam punya, the Steam player count style for PS5 and PS4. I want to see.
There's none because it's on Epic Game Store only.
That's why. Like, I want to see how many baboons ataupun fans of Randy Bishop bought this game to play. Because because if you see Twitch, nobody's streaming this game. Nobody's streaming this game on YouTube as well. Facebook tak payah cerita lah.
Yeah, the sad fact is the game kinda has potential with the way the combat works, but apparently that's the only thing you do.
Wait. I take that back. Someone is streaming Godfall for 12 people right now.
Okay lah. And whatever they showed at launch was like, oh, this is the next gen launch for a game. Okay, pass.
No, this is too shiny.
Yeah,
it didn't launch like 30. Oh no, yeah, 60 frames. Yeah, I always want to say it didn't launch with 30 frames or 60 frames. Okay.
The game was blinded by its shininess. Everybody was like, wow, by its shininess. But then when you see the combat itself, it's like, oh, that's it. When you play the game, oh, that's it. It's like, it's not enough. That's the big problem with Godfall.
Yeah. I remember that there was someone did a bit before Godfall and with the SpongeBob that SpongeBob clip. That's it. It's just a bunch of cheap walk cycles. Which actually sums up Godfall very well.
Yeah, it should have like gone for the more indie angle, or at least make the RPG bit much more interesting than what is essentially a looter game made with a budget, which is not supposed to be bad on its own. But if the loot doesn't hold up and the budget isn't worth it, so what does this game do? That being said, I'm still intrigued to check it out, and I'm so glad that somehow I managed to not get it on discount for a while, because I really wanted to buy Godfall just to check it out. I'm super curious.
Now it's free, 99 for both PC and PlayStation.
And you know what? I almost thought that I should have because my PS Plus subscription has lapsed. I almost thought should I resubscribe PS Plus just for Godfall, which is one very interesting statement. But then, if I resub, there's also Judgment for us here. So okay, that's a better deal. You resub for Judgment, not Godfall.
Yeah, you resub for Judgment.
And should I decide not to resub, I can still get Godfall from PC. It's coming next week. Okay, cool. I have time to check out. Is it like proper trash fire or just mediocre? Like if it's mediocre, I'll be much more disappointed actually. I mean, if it's trash fire, I'll just stop there and just laugh at it. Yeah. Look, after I went to Dark Alliance, what could go worse? At least probably Godfall runs better. Hopefully.
Oh, the base game is only okay. I am looking at the new website and you can buy the console. What's it called? The story mode for $60. I guess that's not that bad.
Like 60 ringgit.
Ringgit, yep. That's not that bad.
Itulah, don't pay for full 300 ringgit.
No,
remember that this game launched at 300 ringgit.
Yeah,
that's the big sticking point. Now I remember properly. Yeah, it's not just the game is just but it's also expensive as hell. And you presented with this. This should have been an indie title priced accordingly, and people would have been wowed. If this is priced at Chivalry 2 level, people would be impressed. Chivalry 2 is like 70 ringgit, normal price. Also an Epic Game Store exclusive, that's why I kinda compared them. So, yeah. Yeah, that's Godfall. Hey, if you have the time, you can check it out for free. I mean, proper free. Like, but you don't get to play the campaign. I guess the campaign is not worth the money, I guess. It's
Hey,
not worth...
60 bucks is not that bad because have you seen the DLC, the Destiny, the DLCs?
fair.
Each is 120.
I mean, do you consider Destiny 2 DLCs as DLCs? Those are like annual passes, man. This, I really still want Bungie to just admit it that the yearly annual DLC is just a pass rather than DLC.
Well, yeah, lah, when they are going to take them out anyway next year.
And no, blockchain won't solve this problem. Shut up. What's next?
What's next? Oh yeah, speaking of hack and slash mini game, this new game this one is also free to play on Babylon 4.
It's still currently on closed beta.
Yes.
So it's still not out, but a few selected people are playing it.
Yeah. I've seen gameplay. It's okay. Question mark in general is like it's okay. Tapi the weird thing that they're using assets from Final Fantasy 14, a much better game. Because right, is it like they what's it called? They ask Square Enix kan if they can borrow Platinum Games lah. If they could borrow some gear from them, and
No.
they said yeah.
It's the other way around.
Oh wait, Final Fantasy asked them.
Naoki Yoshida, aka Yoshi P, the chap himself who runs Final Fantasy 14 and also helping making Final Fantasy 16, he was in the Square Enix meeting, when the guys at Platinum Games that are working on Babylon's Fall did that presentation, and they showed some stuff, and they said, yo, if you're gonna make this sort of game, you need a lot of assets, and we don't have enough money. You can't just pour money just to make new assets. Why not bring in from... we have this game called Final Fantasy 14, the critically acclaimed MMORPG with a 3D trial. Yeah, that game, man. We have a lot of assets here. Why not we put it in your game? We adjusted it to fit it into Babylon's Fall look and style and aesthetic and whatnot. Yeah, and then sure.
Go.
Yeah,
go. And go.
Interestingly, this is one of the rare instances where a company admits to reusing assets and people are kind of okay now. Okay, sure, right. I'm not sure about the reception currently.
Yeah,
but at the time, they are like suspicious. Why are they stealing assets? Why is this looking like a ripoff?
Yeah. I remember that people like, why is Babylon 4 using it? And then the chat himself usually be like, I asked them to use it.
I give consent. Go.
Okay. Now everyone, okay. Now it's okay.
Which is interesting because you know how plenty of a lot of controversies, quotation marks, because of game developers need to cut corners and hence reuse asset in a way. And some people are calling them quote unquote lazy. Oh gosh. Or bring back the flex tape discussion at the intro early this. Yeah. This is an example at hand.
Yeah, I think like if you're sharing from company to company, tak apa lah. So that boat animation that you see in God of War 2018 is fine for God of War Ragnarok.
Oh yeah.
You don't need to program. Come on, you already have that. You don't need to program another boat animation. No entry and exit boat animation now.
Yeah.
When you already have like the assets now ready, just ready to plot in here.
To put it another way, do you want a very tired developer who had done that animation of going in and out of the boat that took him like 2 to 3 months and working together with another team from different departments to coordinate to make sure everything works, and then have to fix back bugs because they got all the reports from QA needs to, this is wrong, this is not fixed, please adjust this, adjust that. All that took 6 months and more maybe. And then you need ask them to do it again. The same thing for a new game just because it's a new game, so it needs new assets. Do you want that? Do you not think that is a waste of resources? Assets are meant to be reused, but not reused wholesalely. Of course, you need to tweak, to adjust stuff. So I hope this
What
is
next?
like
What next? Oh no, you have to recreate this Ferrari 458 Italia since it's already in Gran Turismo Sport.
spend another 6 months in there modeling. Oh, we've done that last time in 8K. So now what? 16K? Push your profit for 2023, 2033. And then the next GT8 come in, and then fans come in. Hey, this is old asset. Make new one lah. Oh god damn it. I mean, people spend a lot of time making the assets, most likely because they don't want to go through the hassle again and again. Especially apparently because Babylon's Fall is also a loot-based game.
Yep.
So why not just grab whatever that is already available and available from a quality game, and a quality game that is only accessible to them as a company, and put it in the loot pool.
Yeah.
Like it's not even like that's the most the legendary, the exotic armors you get. That's still reserved for new assets. This is just your not preliminary, the mid tier part of the game. So that's your green level or blue level, I guess. I'm not sure about the game itself, how they present those armors. But it's just like the placeholder until you get the good loot. Hopefully people are more open about developers using this sort of techniques. At least they are transparent about it. I mean, if they do it hush-hush, it's gonna be weird, of course. I think the people who are questioning those before the official reveal is totally okay. They should be questioning those. I would be curious as well. Like, is it in the same universe or what?
To be like that. So for our final piece of news, it's not 5 minutes. It is the typical our usual tally of game delays. This time for the month of December. So this will be the last time we'll be talking about it until January. Well,
Imagine having a delay news in January.
Delay is delayed to January.
We say this and we'll see you next year and see if it happens.
So I just saw I'm scrolling to Twitter and I just saw a hard drive punya tweet and things you really excited for are delayed to 2023.
You know
Please.
what? You know what? Link me to the article. That's gonna be the theme of all delay articles. That's the headline for each of the articles for the delay news. Yeah, so what's delayed?
So we'll go from recent to the oldest. So recently, the Vampire Masquerade Swansong. That's the game that I think was released in E3, and it looks interesting at least. I mean, it's no Vitamin B2 because that one put a lama. I think it's been a while since we heard about that.
But I mean, at this rate, anything is better than Vitamin B. Bloodlines 2 is still in development hell, whereas we are now in the age of various visual novels and also a battle royale of all things, set in the Vampire Masquerade universe, set in the world of darkness.
That one is really delayed to May 19th. So a good good gap, I guess. Because the game looks very unpolished in the E3 demo, and that was 6 months ago. And then we have the other delay. The recent delay is the Stanley Parable Redux. This one, not much is known about the Stanley Parable besides they say they have a new ending world. Tapi it's delayed to early 2022.
I almost forgot this supposed to came out like this year or something.
I remember the joke. No, this was supposed to come out last year. Like they said, it's coming out in 2020. Because I remember there was the joke that they said, "What do you mean Last of Us 2 is also releasing this year?" And then they delayed it a year to this year, and now they delayed another year. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. It might be good because people love these story-based games. And speaking of story-based game, the new IP by Capcom, Pragmata, has been delayed to 2023. When did they announce Pragmata again? PlayStation 5 when they revealed? Or is just the Sony punya state of play?
I don't know lah.
Itulah. I think it's the Sony punya state of play, tapi yeah, it's delayed to 2023. So no skeletal cats until the next 2 years. Tak apa, we have too many cat games anyway, so tak apa. And well, lastly, the one that we already talked about, tapi we like to highlight it again. Saints Row has been delayed to August of next year. Ooh, the fan reaction kan before they turn off before YouTube turn off the
dislike.
The dislike, yes. I forgot that it's been so long, more like 3 days, but I already forgotten what it is. Yeah, before they release it is very negative. Not helping the fact that they are also shooting their own food by saying stuff like, "Oh yeah, this is our only character," when in reality there is multiple, voice character for your, boss man or woman punya character. And the marketing has been weird. Tu ada. Tapi August can lah. And I think that's about it for news. So, thumbnail?
Oh, we reached the end.
Yeah, we have reached the end.
Okay, thumbnail. Words, please. Tom Nook. The return of Tom Nook. Okay, what else?
I guess Tom Nook looking at 2022.
Alright.
And then I guess we could talk about. I have no clue. I have Tom Nook and 2022. That's it.
Oh, this is an open canvas then.
Yeah, it's an open canvas.
Oh, go and look at how empty the canvas will still be after this when this is uploaded. Interesting stuff.
I mean, it's the calm before the storm, so to speak.
Okay, put a storm at the back.
2022
storm coming. Oh boy. Alright, now we have a thumbnail. And yeah, I guess it's time for social links. Daniel?
Alright. You can follow me on the Twitters at FL4KY. That's Flaky. I have a review on the most scariest thing I've played in recent memory, which is Fatal Frame, The Maiden of Blackwater, coming soon. Very scary. 10 out of 10.
Where you get nightmares. Okay.
Yeah,
I can imagine.
It's so rare to get nightmares in my in my day and age now. So yeah, you will find that review out by, I guess, before our 2021 Game of the Year discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Anan?
Okay, my turn. Fine. Can follow me on Twitter. Drop near DR4UPN1R. DR4UPN1R. Heck, Meck.
And I have been Amirul Mekronos Ashraf, Meckronos. You can find me on Twitter there, where I find where I post my weird discoveries, including how to pronounce Yalahorn.
I know how to pronounce it the Japanese way.
That's a good way. Kata-kata always helps. Yalahorn.
Yararuhorn. Yararuhorn. Kind of weird, but yeah.
Apparently the G is silent or something, but
Yeah,
it works lah.
I mean,
Japanese pronunciation is different. And
Yeah.
it's still legit.
Because I took it from the Mobile Suit Gundam I'm Blood Orphan. So they pronounce the G. Yararuhorn. But the G is almost silent.
I mean, it's
So
fine
that's-
lah. The Japanese says coffee as kohi, so
Oh,
just
yeah.
just go
That
with
makes
it. It makes sense in their way. In their context, it makes sense. Anyway, what else? This is the final normal episode for dia.log, the Game Matters podcast for 2021. And the next 2 episodes, maybe 2, let's say maybe 2,
one.
maybe 1. But the next episode will be not the reveal, but deliberations for our 2021 Gamer Malaya and Gamer Matters Game of the Year awards.
Mm-hmm.
We have a list of 30 games that we think are cool, that should be celebrated as the best games of this year, according to us. Some 3 people from Malaysia saying something on the internet. Yes, it has some credence, but
I mean, someone probably like take note of each of our ranking later on.
And we have our personal top 5s and top 10s later, and expect like most of wrap up stuff here at GameWaiters.com as we are coming to a close to 2021. And hey, that's it. That's dia.log, the GameWaiters podcast.
Thank you for listening to this is the 98, right? The 98.
Yeah, the 98
edition of dia.log, the Game Matters podcast.
Not yet. Let's not say Happy New Year yet. Let's say that next
Not
season.
yet.
Not yet. This is not goodbye. This is see you later next season. That's it.
Yeah,
That's it.